Hello and welcome to Allegedly Astrology. Each week we break down the astrology that happened during some of the biggest scandals and events in history.
Thanks so much to everyone for listening to our show. And if you want to support us, you can leave us a 5-star review and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
And if you do leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and DM us a screenshot of your review, we'll make you a custom meme of your big three and send you a quick write-up about it.
We also have a very cool and exclusive Patreon, so if you want more awesome astrology content, join us at patreon.com/allegedlyastrology.
And follow us. We're Allegedly Astrology on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, and Allegedly Astro on Twitter. And you can visit our website, allegedlyastrology.com, to learn more about us, the show, see transcripts on episodes, see some charts, and also you could book a reading with Dana, who now has a new email. So email her at
astrologyreadingsbydana@gmail.com.
Astrologyreadingsbydana@gmail.com.
Yeah, readings by Dana was taken, so astrology readings it became.
What do you think the other Dana is reading?
I don't know. I got something good.
Anyway, Dana, what are we talking about on this episode?
Millie Bobby Brown's allegations against her co-star David Harbour.
So this is part 2 of our David Harbour extravaganza we're doing this month. So if you haven't listened, go back and take a little listen to part 1, where we talk about his divorce from Lily Allen.
It's as juicy as you guys have heard on TikTok. But let's get into this week's episode. So Stranger Things actress Millie Bobby Brown, who plays 11 on the show Stranger Things, I guess formally complained about David Harbour, who plays 11's adoptive dad, Jim Hopper, before the co-stars reunited to film the 5th and final season of Stranger Things. And this was really huge news for both the possible implications for Stranger Things and the promo up to their last season, which they're actively doing right now, as well as for David, who's already facing very public scrutiny thanks to his divorce and Lily Harbour's latest album. So let's take a look at them and their astrology.
So David and Millie met on the set of Stranger Things when Millie was 11 years old. She's now 21, so they have more than a decade of history together.
Yes, and throughout the years when they talk about their relationship, David says he feels a deep fatherly affection towards Millie and that he worries about her achieving fame at such a young age.
Millie has said that Winona Ryder and David Harbour are like my parents. And when it comes specifically to David, she said, we get angry at each other. We're like father and daughter.
It's so interesting that that's what she thinks father and daughter do. We get angry at each other.
Yeah. But yeah, Millie has even said that 11 and Hopper's relationship related to develop in the show because it was mirroring their actual lives and their actual relationship. Interesting. So what's their synastry like? Let's kick it off with Millie. I want to learn more about her first.
So she was born on February 19th, 2004 at 8 p.m. in Marbella, Spain. And
born in Marbella. Interesting.
Oh, Marbella? No, it's Marbella.
Yeah.
I'm American. Okay.
No.
Actually, it's Marbella. Throwback to last episode. So
Oh,
Millie,
yeah. He's having a very complicated time with like
British
English
women.
women.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. It's so funny. So Millie Bobby Brown has a Pisces sun, an Aquarius moon, and a Virgo rising, which is, I mean,
Interesting.
so 11.
It's very
when you think
11.
about it.
Wow.
And something interesting about her and David Harbour's synastry is that she was born during his Saturn return. So that's a common time for a child to be born. I was born during my dad's Saturn return. My mom's Mars return, and that is what we call karma. So, comma, his Aries stellium is in her 8th house. So this could be, maybe he's controlling, maybe she feels out of control, maybe she really just looks to him for guidance. Maybe she inherits some of her acting from him. She has her Venus here, so she's going to have sort of not necessarily the tightest hold over certain Venusian things in her life. I sort of feel like when she said like she eats first, the camera doesn't eat her food. Like this is her taking control of like pleasure in the 8th house. Like, you know, I never really thought about like someone taking a picture of like letting their camera eat, but the way she said it was poetic, the way Pisces could.
When did she say that? What was she talking about? Like, oh, like
she was
phone
like,
needs first.
I don't, or my phone doesn't eat first. That's it. My camera. I'm like such a geriatric millennial.
Phone eats first, where you have to take a picture before you make your food look dirty or whatever, messy.
So yeah, his sun and moon here in her 8th, like this is sort of like, I mean, the 8th house has so much to do with what you inherit from your parents. So this makes sense to me in terms of what she said. his Neptune is conjunct her IC. And so this one's crazy or like really pops to me. Neptune conjunct the IC. Neptune is so much about art. It's about intoxication, obliteration. It's divine. And the IC is the root of who she is. It's also like behind the scenes of work. So this is like really getting to know each other. And it can also though, like it's interesting that she says like he's like her parent because like this sort of blurs like who her parents are, like Neptune there and the IC being so related to like your parents and how you're raised. Like she was raised partially on the set of Stranger Things, like her basically entire adolescence was. Well, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like they very intermittently shot the show, but still,
Yeah,
she was shot to fame when she was 11 years old or whatever.
Yeah, it was crazy to see they're doing like the original red carpet photos of all the Stranger Things kids to now.
Yeah,
And it's crazy to see the evolution of like 10 years.
yeah, like
It's like
children to
their
men and
whole
women.
formative years to it's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I think like one of the Stranger Things, like, so she just became a mom.
Adopted, right?
Yeah, or a surrogate.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I don't know. Adopted or surrogate.
But I was adopted.
She and John Bon Jovi's kid are married, and she made one of the Stranger Things kids her godparent.
Interesting.
Amy's godparent. So it's like this whole show is very much like her family.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that she got married really young and now just adopted a baby. And I don't know. I really like her. Just in case anyone was wondering about my opinion. So yeah, so also his Mars in Aquarius is conjunct her sun and moon. So this is also sort of maybe related to control. It could definitely aggravate or frustrate, irritate. In Aquarius, it's going to be like, I mean, she has her moon, her Mercury, and her Neptune in Aquarius. So it's sort of like, okay, back the fuck. Like if two people with Aquarius disagree, you're just usually not going to really find common ground. I would say when my aunt and I, my aunt's in Aquarius, disagree, I just change the subject. I'm not going to try and get through to her. Why?
It's like so fixed.
Yeah.
Like you're all just gonna like dig your
big
heels
Saturn.
in. So yeah.
Good luck. But then her son in Pisces is sensitive, and I mean, partially with especially Uranus, like she made such a breakthrough as an early actress. It's fantastic in terms of talent, but also very sensitive. So he could also just be steering her in the wrong way with, I feel like, this out of sign conjunction. I never have said this before, but I think it's interesting to think of the out of sign conjunction with like his Mars applying to her sun, like they're in different signs. So the closeness by degree is there, but like he might not fully understand what she's going for with stuff. So she needs the freedom to fly. Also, yeah, I really just can't get over their Saturn. I mean, they both have Saturn. They're like, she is in some way, their karmas are tied together. I don't know enough about karma, but like what their lessons are in this life are going to be so tied to each other and like learning. I mean, this to her is like her being a young mother. For him, it's sort of like learning a lot of lessons through women, and perhaps maybe he's a Cancer rising in the UK, and that's why he learned so much from these British women.
Yeah. I could see it.
So it seemed like they had a really great on and off screen relationship, but then the Daily Mail released news that Millie filed a harassment and bullying claim against David before they started shooting the last season of Stranger Things.
Yes, and there were pages and pages of accusations, and it's worth noting they were not allegations of sexual misconduct. It was bullying. But regardless, Millie did have a representative with her while the show was filming. So what was going on when the Daily Mail released their story?
This was November 1st. So like when all good gossip drops, this chart has a Gemini rising with Uranus in the first house. So, and Uranus is opposite Mercury. And one of like the first discoveries we made on this show, I think, which like isn't a surprising one, but it's cool to see that we have so much, I don't know, it's like our canon, I feel like, observation is that Mercury or that Uranus oppositions are breaking news. So although
Uranus oppositions are breaking news.
Especially with Mercury.
Say it louder.
Say it louder for the kids in the back.
Again?
Say it in an accent.
Oh, I don't know if I can. Uranus oppositions are
Uranus.
breaking news.
Yeah.
Uranus oppositions are breaking news. Uranus oppositions are breaking news.
It sounds like you're like a little newsboy with your
I
hat,
am.
like in like Oliver Twist, England.
I am.
Uranus oppositions.
Oh, yours is cute. There's this sweet.
Yeah, mine's like a cute kid.
Yeah.
Yo, result positions. Make breaking news.
Yeah, I like that. Before you know it, we'll all have our British accents ready to pull out. So this chart's pretty interesting for several reasons. One reason is that Venus is tightly opposite Chiron. So this is, about the fracture of a relationship. It's about the wounding, especially with his, because it's David Harbour's Chiron return. So he's really going through it and he's really getting these lessons. And this was sort of something that was always going to happen. So he just has to, endure it and become better for it. And then we have Mercury sextiling Pluto, which is like definitely a time when secrets can come out easily. Just, all someone had to do was get their hands on something. Maybe all this person had to do was ask, and then they had their hands on, I don't know, pages and pages of accusations. Also, the North Node in Pisces at 17 degrees. And so this is also about like the increase of information, something that you didn't really expect to learn, especially interesting because Millie Bobby Brown is such a famous Pisces in my book. So having that there, especially with Saturn, the planet of discipline, and Neptune, the planet of like confusion. And also when Neptune is such a base planet for the two of their synastry. And then we have the Sun and Mars together in Scorpio. So again, revealing trauma, talking shit, letting things out. Pluto is loosely conjunct the midheaven. It's goading the midheaven on in the 9th house. And the 9th house has so much to do with courts and law. So accusations, this seems, I don't know if she like took any legal, but like in terms of like the court of Netflix, this seems like the documents are there. And then just looking at this in terms of like both of their charts. So Mercury is conjunct his natal North Node in Sagittarius. So unsavory information coming out. Also, Mercury is going to retrograde. So maybe we'll get more of that. TBD. The Sun is in her 3rd house, which relates to gossip. And then the Moon, Saturn, the North Node, and Neptune are all in her 7th house, which is about lawsuits and opposition. So the Neptune and to me, I wonder if she was kind of blindsided and upset by this. I wouldn't be surprised if she was.
That it came out?
Yeah.
Like the news
I
that
don't
it came
know.
out?
Uranus is also conjunct his natal South Node. So again, he's getting his shit rocked in a way that doesn't seem pleasant. And then, again, his Chiron return. So he's
Chiron
getting
return sucks.
his wrist slapped, his dick slapped, getting it all.
So the accusations allegedly resulted in an investigation that went on for months at Netflix. While the outcome is not known, Netflix has not denied that it happened, which people are saying is a pretty big deal that they're not denying it.
Are like companies not allowed? Because in my imagination, I'm running a company. We just deny it no matter what, if it's real or not. We say that didn't fucking happen. But is that not allowed?
I don't know.
I'm running a company in 1930s Hollywood.
Dana just loves to lie right now. Be careful, everyone. If you talk to Dana, just know she's probably gonna lie to your face. All right.
My goal is to pass a test, so it's not like I'm doing it for no reason.
So
I want to learn how to pass
a lie
detector test, but
That's
regardless
a
of what I
great goal
say.
for you, Dana.
Thank you.
Of all the goals you can have, that's the one she wants to have right now.
Do we know anyone with a lie detector?
No, but my therapist
we
is always
make this
telling me to
happen?
regulate my nervous system. I feel like that would be the ultimate test. I can regulate it no matter what,
All right. Well, if anyone wants to buy Dana a lie detector for Christmas,
Oh my God, I would love
she will
that.
happily
I
Now's
accept.
the time.
love that. I'll record myself using it and my progress with it.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
a subscription to some sort of box breathing technique learning thing, because that could also help her nervous system. Like breath work.
Something healthy.
Not a lie detector. Anyway, people have been skeptical that the allegations are true. One, because the Daily Mail reported it, and Daily Mail is pretty low as far as the tabloids go. And two, because Millie and David did seem very chummy during the red carpet for the premiere of the Stranger Things final season. So it was a little bit like, were they doing this to offset this negative press? Was she doing him a solid because he's just been dragged so much? Maybe they've gotten over whatever it is. Who knows?
Yeah. all those things could be true. It also seems that Netflix may just be trying to bury the bad press, especially because, which is very telling, David won't be part of the press junket for the final season.
Very interesting. A Netflix rep said that Stranger Things' final season will be a theatrical event. Nothing is going to overshadow this, not even the leading man's private life.
Honestly, we should do an episode on that, maybe for December for the main feed, because it's going to be coming out Thanksgiving and then
Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
You mean just
So,
Like
Stranger
Stranger
Things in
Things.
general?
yeah, if we could do like when it first came out, because it was such a huge deal. And
Yeah,
then
and
now
also
it's finally
spoiler, it's
ending.
ending at the nodal opposition, so it's a great time to end.
Oh, wow. I know. I wonder what's going to happen because it's been, well, one, I feel like I will be emotionally tied to it, but it's been so long since the last season that I kind of forgot, like,
I know. I'm
besides
like,
that,
should I go back and watch the first
yeah,
season?
Oh my god, I loved the first
when they're
season.
so little. Oh my god, little
I know.
babies.
Sweet children.
I remember I watched all of it, like, on a hungover Sunday. I was like, "What is this about?" And then I was like, "Wow, this is captivating."
Yeah,
In
it is really good,
2016.
and I'm not really, like, that sci-fi of a person, but I really like this. David's personal life has been really in the spotlight lately. Dana, you've already kind of alluded to why, but what's going on with his transits?
Well, I mean, you guys know I love eclipses, so this was just so interesting to see certain eclipses. His birthday, again, is April 10th, 1975 in New York, and on March 29th, 2025, last year, or this year, on March 29th, 2025, there was a solar eclipse in Aries. It was the last eclipse in Aries. It was conjunct his natal Jupiter, his natal Mercury, maybe his natal moon, depending on what degree his moon's at. So this was a huge
Oh,
one for
damn.
him, and especially with like his Chiron return, and then Mercury was retrograde there with his Jupiter. So this is like this. I mean, I guess he had pretty much just gotten divorced or separated. I mean, also Uranus was conjunct his natal Venus at this time, which is an aspect of sudden relationship things. It could also be great an aspect for great artistic inspiration. I personally am hoping to become a prolific artist when that happens to me in a few years.
Oh my God.
You did say that so matter-of-factly.
Sorry.
So matter of
Reenactor.
fact.
But yeah, no, this one's just like, I mean, it was insane for Aries. At least it was like on your birthday. I don't know. You've had a wild year, kind of. A lot of new
It's
things.
true. A lot of new
Um,
things.
but this is again in the past. So what's happening in the future? Well, on February 17th, 2026, there is a solar eclipse in Aquarius conjunct his natal Mars during his Mars return. It's intense. Also, Saturn and Neptune will be conjunct at 0 degrees, applying to all of his Saturn placements. It will be almost his exact Chiron return again, 23 degrees. So it's a
Oh my
partile conjunction.
god.
Uranus again is on his Venus. So, and then Jupiter's on his Saturn. So this could be maybe him reconciling, coming to terms with the lessons, like getting the nurturing from the lesson. I don't know, maybe he'll have a really good therapist at this time. You know, it just seems like, I mean, it seems tough. Also, maybe he'll have like a new project and it'll be, well, I'll forget about, I mean, like maybe, it'll be hard to forget an album with the dojo thing, the Pussy Palace
I feel
dojo.
like more weird things are gonna come out given all those, like, transits, or else he'll be just, like, suffering in his dojo.
Yeah.
Suffering in your dojo.
He starts
in
a podcast
silence.
called In My Dojo.
In my dojo.
Yeah. So this is definitely a time to keep your eyes on him, especially because, I mean, this is on his Mars, but his Mars rules his sun, his moon, his Mercury, his Jupiter, and his Chiron during his Chiron return. He's about to get rocked by Saturn until April 2028, transiting all of these Aries planets, and then Neptune for the next 10 years, 12 years, 16 years, transiting his Aries placements. So this is a lot. And some of it is really just beginning. So a lot of it's actually just beginning. His Uranus conjunct his Venus we're at the tail end of that, but then it'll conjunct his natal south node. Anyway, what he can look forward to is Jupiter on his Saturn. That should provide some relief.
When
It
is
could also
that?
that's like, I mean, it's already passed the exact day, but
Okay.
but it will be retrograding towards his Saturn at this time. So during this eclipse, if he wants to make the most of it, he really has to lean into the lesson and like nurturing and, I don't know, mothering and stuff. And forgiving women, because women aren't his problem, actually, with Saturn and Cancer. Women aren't your problem. Sorry.
You're the problem.
You're the
It's
problem,
you.
David.
Yeah, listen to that Taylor Swift song. That's the Taylor Swift song, right?
It's me.
Is that her?
Anti-hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go.
Wow. That is David Harbour's whole shtick, though. He's always plays the anti-hero.
Oh, yeah,
That's his
interesting.
whole
Well, I don't know any other
thing.
thing he's in besides Stranger Things, but I believe it.
I mean,
He's very
like
good
all
at
the
it.
Marvel movies and shit he's in.
Oh, he's in
That's
Marvel
sort of his
movies?
vibe.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, I'm not like a Marvel fan. No one's surprised.
Yeah. He's the Red Guardian.
That's a made-up character.
And he was in
Aries, though, being a
film.
Red Guardian. Surprise, surprise.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God, that's so funny. So literal. Yeah, he's in Black Widow, and he was like, I think he's Florence Pugh's dad or
Interesting.
something. He's
She's
always
so
playing
cool.
like a father figure,
To a British
but
woman.
that's like very
Yeah.
like is very flawed, like a flawed like hero. But
He's like
just,
addicted to pills in the 80s in Stranger Things, way before that was cool.
Oh,
Not
I loved
cool,
his
way before it was
first.
popular.
Yeah,
I
he
shouldn't say
was so cool.
So cool to be
He
addicted.
just like didn't care. I love that for him. From Stranger Things.
Yeah, good luck, David. Or
good
something.
luck, David. We'll see. Any other weird shit comes out. It's either just the beginning, or it could be getting better for him. TBD.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening and supporting the podcast. I'm Elise.
I'm Dana.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is Allegedly Astrology.
Bye.
Bye.